Welcome back. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick with today's local sports. The Big Bend Running Vikes split road games with Blue Mountain and Treasure Valley College over the weekend. Big Bend got by the Timberwolves 86-65 Friday on the strength of 29 points from Brendan Westendorf and 22 from Victor Aguero. But the team dropped Saturday's contest to the Chuckers 82-78, despite 5 running Vikes scoring in double figures. The split puts Big Bend at 3-1 in the NWAC East Region standings and 11-4 overall and 1 game back of conference-leading Treasure Valley. The Lady Vikings suffered a gut-wrenching 77-75 overtime loss to Blue Mountain, but bounced back big with a lopsided 90-59 win over the Lady Chuckers. 6 players scored in double figures for Big Bend, led by 17 from Jessica Sorensen. Riley Jamet and Sam Orn had 15 each. Julie Bonner and Elizabeth LaRue added 13, and Aubrey Vale finished with 11 points in the win. Big Bend is back on the hardwood Wednesday when the teams host Columbia Basin College. iFIBER 1 Sports will be broadcasting the games live beginning at 6 p.m. Well, there was a lot of exciting Columbia Basin High School basketball action over the weekend. Here's a look at what happened. Josh Hurst sank 2 free throws with 2.8 seconds left, and the Moses Lake Chiefs upset Columbia Basin Big 9 conference leader Eastmont 54-52 at home Friday night. The game was a real Donnybrook as the lead changed hands 8 times. Moses Lake was up 22-18 at the end of the first quarter and led 37-36 at the half. The Wildcats took a 43-41 lead into the final 8 minutes of the contest. After exchanging runs throughout the fourth quarter, the Chiefs pulled even at 52 with less than 30 seconds to go. Eastmont inbounded the ball at the Moses Lake end of the court and pushed it to midcourt, but the Chiefs' Isaiah Thomas came up big with a steal and got the ball to a streaking Hers, who was fouled on his way to the hoop. Hers missed the bucket but was put on the free throw line for 2 shots and sank both of them, and Moses Lake came away with the upset win. The Chiefs hit the road Saturday and picked up a 66-49 win over Davis to improve to 5-3 in the Columbia Basin Big 9 standings. Moses Lake is tied with Wenatchee and Davis for second place and just 1 game back of first-placed Eastmont. Dylan Betham scored 21 points and pulled down 9 rebounds, and Ephrata knocked off the CWAC's top dog in the Grandview Greyhounds at home Saturday to push the Tigers' win streak to 8 games. Ephrata blew out Toppenish 60-35 on the Tigers' home court Friday. The victories improve Ephrata to 8-2 in league play and 1 game back of Grandview. The Soap Lake Eagles improved to 5-0 in Central Washington 1B South Conference play with a 67-35 shellacking of the Intiat Tigers at home Friday. Bo Nielsen led the Eagle charge with 18 points and 10 rebounds. The win puts Soap Lake at 11-1 overall and gives the 4th-ranked Eagles their best start to a season in more than a decade. In girls basketball, it was Moses Lake High School extending its win streak to 6 games. The Chiefs jumped out to an early lead and ran past Eastmont 66-32 Friday, and then avenged an earlier loss at home to Davis with a 69-54 road win over the Pirates Saturday. McKenna Walker led the Moses Lake attack with a 2-game total, 32 points. The wins moved the Chiefs to 6-2 in the Big 9 Conference and into a 3-way tie for first place with Davis and Sunnyside. The Ephrata Tigers moved to 6-4 in CWAC play with back-to-back wins over the weekend. Kendall Sage knocked down 20 points in a 59-42 win over Toppenish, and Sierra Woods scored 15 in Ephrata's 58-49 win over Grandview Saturday. Michaela Loudon picked up the slack for Anna Yarbrough, who was having an off night as she hit for 12 points in the Moses Lake Christian Academy's game against Pateras Friday night. But Loudon didn't get any help from her supporting cast, and the Lions dropped the game to the Nannies 45-33 to fall to 4-2 in Central Washington 1B South Conference play and 10-3 overall. And finally, the Moses Lake Chiefs wrestling team finished 3rd at the Central Kitsap Man Classic Saturday. Moses Lake is back in action Tuesday when the Chiefs travel to Othello to match up with the 2A powerhouse Huskies. Well, be sure and tune in tomorrow night for iFIBER 1 Sports coverage of the Soap Lake Moses Lake Christian Academy basketball games. The action gets underway at 6. Well, that's it for sports. We'll be right back after this.